Hello, babies. Hello, friends. How we doing? All right, so I'm gonna let folks start popping in. If you were joining me from boot camp, my floor is lubricated like snipping flats on here. All right. So welcome to our final Pilates for the week, because it is Saturday, and we do these classes every day, Monday through Saturday. So it gives us it keeps me off the street. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me out of trouble. So thank you for joining. Welcome. All you need for this class is a little bit of space and a mat. If you don't have a mat, grab a towel. Whatever will be comfortable for you. That's the whole point. As we're going along, you're going to be really focused on your experience. The whole point of this workout, the Pilates workout, is to get better at operating your vehicle. So you're present in your body. You can feel when you're in alignment, when you're out of alignment. You can feel when something is working versus straining. And we're going to be really, really focused on that, on being present in our own bodies. So what matters is quality of form, not how many reps you do. So as we're going along, if you get fatigued and lose the form, just chill the hell out, and then you can come back in when you're good to go. So some stuff's going to be really easy. You're going to be able to do a lot of it. Other times, it'll make more sense to pause. And only you know that. Only you know how you're doing. So I trust you. Take care of yourselves. Let's start this party. I'm going to start you down here on the mat with a little gentle warm-up. Breathe it in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again. So I'm going to take one hand to the opposite knee and rotate. And over to the other side. Come on back into the middle, switch which legs in front. Again, a couple deep breaths. And again. We're going to walk the hands as far forward as we can get them, keeping both cheeks down on the ground. One more deep breath, reaching as far forward as you can. Roll it back up to sitting, and then we're going to pop it all the way up to standing. All right, so we're going to start it up by warming up the calves. Heels are together, toes are apart, shoulders are back. I'm going to keep my arms out to the sides as long as I can. I'm going to lift and lower. Yeah, we're doing this. Yep, yep. So we're squeezing the heels towards each other. And you're going to feel that. If you squeeze the heels towards each other, you'll feel that through the back of the legs. And what it's going to do is it's not only going to target more muscles in the back of the leg and keep you loose, but it's going to help us go up and down without rocking forward. So I'm going to keep my arms out as long as I can. If my shoulders get exhausted, I can always bring my hands down to my hips. So I'm starting here, and then I'm going to speed it up. Lift, 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 lift. Yep, it starts out pretty easy, and then after a few, you'll start to feel it. Yep. Lift, 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 lift. Whew, if you don't feel it yet, I'm going to start. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. We're staying up nice and tall here. Squeezing the heels towards each other. If you want to add one more element, you can reach up to the sky. Super tall, super stable. Squeeze in the butt cheeks. Lift those heels, lift those heels, lift those heels. Take another deep breath here. One more breath. And relax. Cool. We're going to need a little bit of room to move back. So I'm starting out here. I'm going to take one leg, lunge it back. And as I do, open up to the side. So as I turn it open, my knees and toes are now going out. I'm going to bring it back where I started. Other side. So I'm going to lunge back. The arm comes up and over, and I've rotated to turn to the other side. When I do that, and it comes down again, knees and toes are going to go out to the side. So I'm tucking my tailbone under versus really pushing it back like a squat. And then I'm returning back to where I started. So I'm going to start with that first leg, lunge it back, Open it up. Bring it on back in. And center. I'm gonna move my mat. Someone else so I can count myself. I'm very classy. All right, so now we're on that second leg. Lunge it back. Open it up. Come on back in. And center. We're gonna do a few more reps of this. Step it back. Open it up. Bring it back forward. Step it up. Lunge back. Open it up. Bring it back to the center. And center. 4 more times. And step it up. 2 more. And 1 more time. Come on back to the center. Big cleansing breath. We're going back to that heel raise. That's happening again. Squeeze the heels together. Shoulders are back, arms at the side. We are not done with the heel raises. That was just your breather. Lift and lift and lift. Squeezing the heels towards each other. So I'm starting out with a steady pace. And if need be, you could stay at this pace. But if you're ready, pick it up. Squeeze those heels towards each other. Lift, 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 lift. Depending on how much you tend to go into releve or tend to wear high heels or walk around on your tiptoes, this will either suck immediately or you'll just start to feel it about now. 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Again, I'm lifting as high as I possibly can. Reach up to the sky. Elongating out to the full potential of my heights. Take 1 more deep breath up here. And relax. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And take 1 leg. Shoulders are up, and take that 1 leg. Bring it forward. Bend the knee. Sweep the arms in. And bring it back. Other leg. Toes forward. Bend the knee. Sweep the arms. I'm not necessarily leaning forward with my chest. The forward motion is just in the leg. So let me show you from a little bit further away. Forward. The knee bends. Sweep the arms. Come back to where I was. Toe. Bend the knee. Sweep. Come back to where I was. It is not difficult. It's just if it's newer to you, it might feel like, what? Confusing for the brain. So I'm not necessarily lunging forward super far with the upper body. Toe, bend the knee, sweep. 1 more time. Toe, bend the knee, sweep. Now I'm going to add a little bit to it. Toe, bend the knee, sweep, bring it up here, and back down. Point the toe, bend the knee, sweep, bring it up, and down. As always, when I start including bringing the knees up, raising the legs, listen to the hips. The hips will let you know if they don't like the angle. So for instance, when I come back here, I'm going to listen to my hips. Listen to the hips. How are we doing? Small, not too hard. Your arms might be tired from staying up for so long. 4 more of these. Toe, bend the knee, sweep, raise it down. Toe, bend the knee, sweep, raise it down. 2 more. 1 more time. And relax. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Let's take a couple big breaths. 1 more time. We're going back to our interstitial of heel raises. Heels are together, shoulders are back. Keep my arms up as long as I can. Lift and lower. Drawing the heels towards each other. How are your arms doing? Again, if you get exhausted, you can always bring them down to your hips, even if just temporarily, and then you can bring them back up. If they're starting to hurt, definitely give them a chill out. Now you know where we're going with this. Lift, 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 lift. Yep, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Squeeze those hips towards each other. That'll help you go up and down without rocking forward. This is much more controlled than that. And then I lost control of my legs. 3, 2, 1, lift and hold. Heels draw towards each other. Woo. If I want to, I can reach it up to the sky, just for a change of pace. It's actually a little bit easier sometimes to reach up than it is to go out. Take another deep breath up here. And relax. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Big cleansing breath. And one more time. We're going to take all that stuff that we worked on and put it together. So if you can remember as far back as a couple of minutes ago, we're going to put this all together. So we're going to start with our shoulders back, arms out to the sides. That's not true. They're forward. I'm going to take one leg back behind. Open up. Bring it out to center. Step it up. Then I'm going to open it up. Point the toe. Bend the knee. Sweep in. Raise and down. You've done all of those things all together. Now we're just going to put them all into a sequence. You've done all of them already. So again, arms start forward, other leg, go back, open up, rotate to the front, step it up, open the arms, toe, bend the knee, sweep, lift, and down. Arms come together, step it back, rotate open, rotate front, step it up, arms open, toe, bend the knee, sweep, raise and lower, hands come together, lunge, open, rotate, center, open up, toe, bend the knee, sweep, and raise. Again, so you're going at your pace, steady, smooth, in a flow. Breath and movement together as always. In general, for breath and movement, we want our breath to be an exhale on the exertive parts, an inhale on the return back. So if it's like a bicep curl, you're going to exhale as you curl it up, inhale as you return it back down. On stuff like this, it's going to be a little bit more of finding into your flow. So I'm lunging, inhale, open, bring it on back here. Just finding a breath, finding a flow, a steady pace. 4 more of these. Three more. 2 more. And last time. And relax. Sink out, sink out, sink out, sink out, sink out. Big cleansing breaths. One more time. And now we're going to shift gears. So I have mats. I'm going to bring my mat out. And I'm going to tilt my screen so I can see my mat stuff better. How are we doing, everybody? Hanging in? Having a good Saturday? Watching Saturday cartoons? All right, so we're down at the end of the mat. Get ourselves set. We have plenty of space behind us. Articulate the spine down. So this is the very important part of the day. When the knees come to the chest. And then I do whatever the hell I want. So if I'm going to rock it side to side, I'm going to do that. If I'm going to roll out my hips, that's up to me. If I want to turn it into more of a happy baby stretch, I'll bring my knees into my armpits, my heels to the sky. Whatever my body says it needs right now, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna just roll around on the floor and bliss out. Take another couple deep breaths. Just being a panda. And one more time. And relax. I'm gonna plant the feet. So we're gonna go through our checklist of work for the Pilates 100 and Pilates 10, because those are a really good way to always have a foundation to start, to be really present in what muscles we're using. Because when we start this off, we're gonna be engaging a lot of muscles, and it won't look like we're doing anything. So for instance, when I'm chilling here on the mat, I've got a little bit of a curve between my middle back and the ground, because the curve of my spine, so that's flat. So I'm gonna tighten my core and flatten my back. I'm gonna engage these muscles so my back flattens against the ground. I'm going to squeeze my pelvic floor and my glutes. It's not going to look like anything. I'm not going to lift off the ground. I'm just tightening. And then I'm going to use my core to lift my legs to the table. So I've already got a lot of work going on, even though it doesn't look like I'm doing a whole lot. Then I'm going to lift my shoulders away from the mat. And I use my hand behind my head and one hand here to try to maintain the same angle for my neck the whole time. Because I'm not trying to strain my neck. I'm trying to lift my shoulders and use my abs. Arms at the sides. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. So I've got a lot going on here already. I'm doing a lot of work. And I can stay right here. I can add my tricep beats. For 5 beats, breathe in. For 5 beats, breathe out. Filling up the rib cage there. Exhaling out. I've got my middle back flat, shoulders are lifted, squeezing my pelvic floor, legs are at table. But when I add to this, I can straighten the legs out and rotate them out. And the feet can form a V shape at the heels, so like a little mermaid tail. And if I want to add even more to this, and I've got those straight legs already turned out, I can lower them as well. So that would be the most advanced level if I want to go to that. Shoulders are up, leaving a space between my chin and my chest. It would be enough room for a tennis ball. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more deep breath. Bring the knees back into the chest and relax. And then I'm going to plant my feet and go through that checklist again. So being really present in my body, and I'm feeling which muscles I'm working. So again, I start out with a curve in my back because of the spine, just having a natural curve in it. And then I'm going to flatten my back against the mat by engaging my core muscles. I'm going to take here to flatten down. Squeeze the glutes and squeeze the pelvic floor. Those are the muscles we use to stop peeing. So I'm tightening there. Again, I'm going to bring my legs up to tabletop. I'm using my abs to do that. Again, lift the shoulder blades away from the mat. I'm lifting my shoulders, not straining my neck. I'm going to listen to my neck and take care of it. Hands next to the knees. This is a starting position. When the legs go up, hands drop down. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. Shoulders stay up. They don't go up and down. They stay in the same spot. The only thing that's happening is I'm bending and straightening the leg, but I keep my knees in the same spot directly above the hips. It's really precise. Because it's pretty simple, we can be precise with it. 3, 2, 1 more time. And relax. Stretch all the way out. Kick one leg up to the sky. Reach up above the knee. Get that leg as straight as you can get it. It doesn't matter how close it comes to your chest. That's the next stretch. That's the one after this. Right now, I'm using my arms and firing up these muscles to get that leg as straight as possible. So you know the leg goes all the way straight. It's straight here. The one that's on the ground is straight. The issue is that I need to actively work into the stretch. Take another deep breath here. Let that leg go. Bring the other one up. So again, straightness is what matters in the leg for this particular stretch. Doesn't matter how close the knee comes to your chest. Don't worry about that at all. I'm going to fire up my quads to straighten out the legs. And then I'm going to use my arms to support it. So it's an active thing that I'm working on. I'm not just passively doing it. And the more difficult this is to do, that means the more you're getting out of doing it, the more beneficial it is. Take another deep breath. I'm going to lift the shoulders up, point the toes if you weren't already, and we're going to start going back and forth. Pull one leg in, and then the other. Focusing on the straightness of the leg. Doesn't matter how quickly you do it, doesn't matter how close the knee gets to your chest. Focus on getting the leg straight. Give that leg a full pull, and then release. Pull it in, and release it out into the wild. Toes stay pointed, shoulders are up, middle back is flat against the ground. As always, if you start to get fatigued and you lose the form, if the form is getting sloppy, just chill out for a second. We do this stuff for a while. You can always hop back in. Two more to each side. One more to each side. And relax, stretch it all the way out. Right knee comes into the chest. Right hand on the outside ankle. Left hand on the inside knee. So that's outside hand ankle, inside hand knee. And the reason for that is it helps us keep the alignment. If we switch the hands, it likely will turn it out to the side, which is a different angle than what we're going for. Now you get to do the stretch you probably wanted to do during the last one, which is bring the knee into the chest. Release that leg. Left knee comes into the chest. Left hand on the outside ankle. Right hand on the inside knee. So we're pulling that in for a deep stretch. Knee to the chest, foot to the butt. Enjoy that stretch for another breath. Then I'm going to lift the shoulder blades up, flatten out the back again. So lifting the shoulders without straining the neck. Bring the knee into the chest, and then we're going to switch. Outside hand is on the ankle, inside hand on the knee. Outside hand is on the ankle, inside hand is on the knee. If this is newer to you, if you're not used to doing this all the time, you're going to probably need to really think it through because it's kind of counterintuitive. Outside hand ankle, inside hand knee. Again, we want that hand position because it helps us keep the shin and the thigh and the spine all parallel, so we're not turning out to the side. I'm keeping my shoulders lifted. If I feel this in my neck, that means I need to chill out, and then again, find spinal flexion. If I'm not used to keep my shoulders up for a long time, I'm gonna get tired, I'm gonna get fatigued, I'm gonna need to take breaks. That's a completely normal thing. As I'm switching back and forth, I can breathe symmetrically. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. The lower I aim that straight leg, it's a little bit more work for the abs, but I don't want to go so low that my hips pop. If I feel a pop or I hear a pop, I'm going to aim a little bit higher with that leg. Shoulders up, toes pointed. Two more to each side. And relax, stretch all the way out. We're going to take a short breather. Right knee to the chest. I'm going to take that right knee, push it left. Upper body goes back to the right. Take a deep breath here. Come on back into the center. Left knee into the chest. Inhale on the next exhale, push it to the side. Upper body twists back to the left. So we got the left shoulder, left knee, pressing in out position. Take another deep breath here. Roll it back into the center. Stretch all the way out. Arms come up to the sky. Head lifts up, shoulders lift up. Roll it up, roll it forward. How we doing, everybody? I'm going gonna keep stretching. So project the heart forward, flex the feet. So you can see the feet. So when I flex my feet, I gotta stretch to the back of the legs. Project the heart forward and really reach it. Take 2 more deep breaths. Enjoy this forward fold. And 1 more deep breath. And release. How we doing, everybody? I need a water because I am thirsty and I am made largely out of water. Yeah, buddy. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more forward and then we're switching gears. Sound good? That was our nice little chill out moment. So just a tiny bit more forward. So again, I'm gonna reset myself. Butt planted, feet planted, roll it on back. So we just did the roll up, and that's when my arms came up and 1 vertebrae at a time rolled it up. We're gonna do just a few more of those. Arms come up, head lifts up, shoulders lift up, roll it up. Inhale to straight back. Then I'm gonna drop the lowest vertebrae, the one right above it, 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 all the way down. Arms to the floor, come right back up. Head lifts up, shoulders lift up, 1 vertebrae at a time. So it's a steady pace. Every vertebrae gets its moment, and every vertebrae takes the same amount of time. So I'm not cranking out sit-ups, I'm actively articulating. Now, if I'm having difficulty with that, I have a few options. I can bend my knees and plant my feet, especially if you're trying to do the roll-up and your legs go, woo! Just bend your knees, plant your feet. Bigger base is a little bit easier to control. And then as I'm coming up and down, I can also use my arms so that every vertebrae takes the same amount of time. So if I'm starting out and I'm like, whoa, and then I can control it, use the arms to have a more steady, consistent pace. Again, a lot of people will find it easy to be like, I've got control of this, I've got control of this, one. So I'm going to use my arms to have a steady pace all the way through that roll up. If I don't need to use it, I won't, but it's helpful because it also keeps me in the middle. I'm more aware if I'm tilted to one side or the other. Because we often have one arm that leads more than the other, one shoulder that's a little bit in front. So we want to check for any visual cues. I can use the lines of the mat to see if I'm doing that. I want to go smack down the center. And again, I can do this with straight legs or with my knees bent. It depends on how it's going. Inhale to drop and raise the arms. Exhale to roll up. Inhale to the straight back. Exhale to roll back down. 2 more of these. I'm using whichever modifications are useful for me today, specifically in this. 1 more time, up and back. Now I'm going to come on back down here, and we're going to be doing roll overs, which is the other way. So we articulated up, leaving the legs still. We're going to go the opposite direction. So if you have your hair tied, you want to bring it up more towards the top of your head. If it's like tied down here low, that'll be uncomfortable. So you want to move it up a little bit. So I'm down here. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest, and then the legs up to the sky. Head, shoulders, and arms are just going to relax and chill. Now I'm going to do that articulation of the spine, lifting up and stretching over. So the hard work there is the core work and lifting up. I can use my hands to support my bum. That's totally cool. And then I can come back down 1 vertebrae at a time. So again, we're going to try that again. Head, shoulders, and arms rest. We're going to lift up and stretch over. So I'm getting compression of the shoulders and neck. That's great, but we don't want it to be painful. And then coming back down 1 vertebrae at a time. Now what if you're like, I can't do this lifting thing, what are you talking about? You got another option. Here's another way to get up and over. We can plant the feet, squeeze up, put your hands under your lower back, plant your elbows, and then from here, you can bring up your knees and straighten it out. That's not easy either, but but it is another option. And then we can come back down, one vertebrae at a time. So again, if you want to do it the other way, plant the heels, squeeze up. Hands are going to come under your lower back, plant your elbows, bring up the knees, straighten it out. Or just have your arms next to your sides and articulate the spine one vertebrae at a time. So that depends on how your core is feeling about this today. And we're stretching the hamstrings back behind us and then articulating back down. So I'm going to feel that compression in my shoulders and in my neck. And that is therapeutic, that is good. It shouldn't hurt. I'm going to do a few more of these. Two more times. Articulating that spine back down. One more time. And relax. All right, so since we practiced that rollover, we're going to do a little bit of that sequence. We've done it a few times in the last few weeks. We're going to do some core work on the mat, and you're going to have a choice. After about 20 seconds, you can just stay where we were doing the exercise down on the mat. That's A+. If you want to, after we do it for a while on the mat, you can roll it over and continue to do it up in the rollover, if you want to. So it's going to be up to you whether you stay down or you do down and then up, down, then up. Make sense? No? Yes. Okay, so we're rolling it back down. We're going to start with the knees in the chest. Lift the shoulder blades away from the mat. Kick one leg up, kick one leg out. Shoulders are up, middle back is flat. We're going to slice through the air. So we already practiced this as a stretch. Now we're taking the stretch out and just making it core work. So we're slicing the legs through the air like a giant pair of scissors. Super important thing is that the shoulders stay lifted and the middle back is flat against the ground. If I am tired, I can chill out. And then I can always come on back in when I'm good to go. So now you're going to have a choice. You can continue to just do this. This is totes cool. 3, 2, 1. If you want to add to it, legs up, drop the shoulders, arms rest, roll it up. Do the same thing behind you. It's up to you which of these sounds like fun or sounds useful to you right now. Just a little bit further. 3, 2, 1. If you're up in the roll up, we're going to bring the feet together. Roll it back down. Again, knees come into the chest. Lift the shoulder blades up. I got one knee in, one leg straight. Switch the legs. Shoulders are up, middle back is flat. I'm listening to my hips. If the hips pop, I aim higher. So I'm not bicycling, my shoulders just stay lifted. Upper body's not really moving. Just the legs in and out. This is a totally cool place to stop. Again, I can aim more towards the sky if my hips are popping. One knee in, one leg straight, one knee in, one leg straight, listening to the hips. I'm cool to stay here. If I want to rest my arms down, I can roll it up and continue the same thing up to the sky. The more core work you do, you can bring the legs up higher or they can be back behind you. It's a little bit more work to keep them lifted. One knee in, one leg straight. One knee in, one leg straight. 3, 2, 1. Feet are going to come together. Articulate the spine down. One more thing. We're going to lift the shoulders up. Keep the middle back flat. And we're going to lower the feet down. And then raise them back up to the sky. Lowering the feet back towards my head. Keeping my shoulders lifted. And back up to the sky. So closing this angle, and then bringing it back up to the sky. Closing that angle, and bring it back up to the sky. So I'm going to feel this in my butt as I lift my butt up a little bit here. 3, 2, I can continue to stay here and just enjoy this with the shoulders up, middle of the back, flat against the ground. Or if I'm ready, I can rest my arms and shoulders and head, lift up, carry it up to the sky, and I'm gonna take it to a pike. Woo-hoo-hoo! We can reprise now. Feet come down towards the ground, back up to the sky. I'm trying to keep my butt lifted nice and high. This is the last of these things, then we're gonna move on from here. 3, 2, one more time. Articulate the spine down, one vertebrae at a time. Woo! Holy cannoli, flip it over. After all of that, we need to stretch out the back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. I don't need to come up super high for this to be useful. And I definitely don't want to come up so high that it hurts. I just want to get a little ab stretch and pull my shoulders back away from my ears. Bend one knee, look over your shoulder, your big toe. And switch legs. Relax the back down. I'm going to scooch my knees close together, bend the knees. I'm going to bring my hands to the top of my feet, squeeze my shoulder blades together. So first, just finding this position where my hands are on the top of my feet. I'm going to add to the stretch by squeezing my butt and lifting up my hands and feet as high as I can. Lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. You can go higher, you can go higher, you can go higher. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, I'm gonna bring my hands up to the sides. Give the room a big hug. I love you, room. This is a great room. I basically live here now. So I'm gonna keep my hands glued to the ground. My hands can stay in the spot. Pick up the left foot. Left foot. I'm gonna take the left foot to my right hand. Left foot to right hand. Keeping my hands where they are, twisting out the spine. It doesn't matter if the hand and foot don't come anywhere near each other. That's not the point. The point is the stretch. And it is a beautiful twisting of the spine that hopefully you're not squishing your boobs. That's one of the things. Take another deep breath here. Come on back down and give that room a hug. Big hug for the room. Hands are going to stay glued to the ground. I'm going to pick the right foot. So right foot, left hand. Right foot, left hand. I'm going to keep my hands where they are. Bring that right foot up and over. Twisting out the spine. Taking some deep breaths, trying not to squish the boobs. Take another deep breath here. Come on, back into the center. Woo, buddy. Separate the knees. Push the butt back to the feet. Reach the arms forward into a child's pose. We're just going to be going through stretches from here on out, so it'll be nice and chill. Butt is back. Arms are forward to enjoy this little shoulder stretch. Take another deep breath here. I'm going to shift it forward to a quadruped. Press into the shins. Round the spine, exhale. Inhale, release. Again, press into the shins. Round the spine, exhale. Inhale, release. 2 more. 1 more time. I'm going to take the right leg, lunge it forward, pressing the hips forward and down. If you want to double up your mat, you can have a little bit more padding for your knees if that's comfortable for you, if you're currently uncomfortable. Take another deep breath here. You can stay right where you are. If you want to, you can take it down to your forearms. another deep breath here. I'm gonna play the hands again, bring it on back up. So I can stay here. I can bring my arms up to the sky if I want to add to it. If I want to work on my middle split, now would be the time to straighten out the leg. So it depends on how you're doing. You may want to keep that lunge, reach it to the sky. You may want to work on your split right now. It's up to you. Take another deep breath. I'm going to bring that foot back in. Placing the hands, tuck the toe under. Straighten out both legs. Flex over the front leg. Flexing this front foot. So my back heel is pressing down, my front heel is down, but my toes are up. Both legs are straight. Take another deep breath. Then I'm going to bring that foot back, unroll that mat. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Step it forward, lower the knee. Again, if I want some more padding for my knee, I can double up my mat if that's comfortable. Pressing the hips forward and down. We want to hold all of our stretches statically, so that means that we press into them without bouncing. Ballistic stretching, bouncy stretching, not useful to most people. It's only really specifically useful in some sprinting situations. If you want to, we can keep the hands here. We can bring it down to the forearms. We want to hold all of our stretches with slow, steady breaths and keeping them nice and static. Flexibility is one of those things that's either actively maintained or it's just passively lost. So we are devoting time to it. Take another deep breath. If I want to, I can come up here. If I want to, I can come up here and keep pushing my hips forward and down. If I want to work on this as a split, I can take that foot forward. So it depends on what you want to use this time for. Slow, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And when we're trying to build flexibility, we want to be real warm. So warm in the room, warm in our body. So it's helpful to do it after you've already done like something that warms you up. Take a deep breath. I'm going to bring that leg back. Tuck the toe under in the back. Press down into that back heel. Flex the foot in front. Pressing down into the back heel. Front foot is flexed, both legs are straight. So I'm stretching out the back of the legs now. Take another deep breath here. I'm going to plant the hands, bring that leg back behind, press into the heels. Take another deep breath in my downward dog. And then I can either walk or hop the feet forward. Let the upper body just hang. My neck's gonna relax, let my head just droop and relax. Take one more deep breath in here. Drop the tailbone and roll it back into standing. And then we're going to take our final cleansing breaths. Breathing in gratitude. Once again, in celebration. And thank you so much. Thank you for your hard work. You did fantastic. We did a whole lot today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This is, of course, our Saturday, so this is the end of our week. As always, we will be back on Monday through Saturday. You can check out Pilates. You can check out the boot camp that's beforehand at noon. If you're one of the weekly subscribers, you get access to both. If I haven't already talked to you via email, just so you know, we're switching to an email system for me to send you the links just to make sure that I get everybody, that you're able to search if you have questions. It's a little bit easier format, hopefully for you as well as for me, just to make sure continuity of service in case they get thrown in Facebook jail, as I tend to do. So thank you so much. And if you have any friends that you would like to invite to work out with us, I now have a website. Thank you to my live-in IT guys / partner. So you can send folks to Sweat with Timaree if you have any friends you would like to join us. We can all hang out together. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you, love you, love you.